Welcome to Beer Review. I'm Dafydd Pugh. Cheers.
Next up on Beer Review for Dafydd Pugh, it's all of these beers because it is the Christmas Gifted Beers special. Alright Dav, let's try and whiz through these because I know you probably don't want to watch a 20-minute Christmas special. This beer, Brewdog Mackey's 2 Scoops Honeycomb Ice Cream Stout, 7%. I know I've just said I'll try and whiz through these quick. This has got a little bit of a backstory in that Esther bought me this when I think I'd asked her to go and buy me some beer along with wherever the shopping, and she came back with this, just, I don't know, to wind me up or something. I'm expecting this to be on the par with layer cake or any of those other weird ones. It doesn't smell of ice cream. It does smell stouty. Oh, that's dark. I was expecting this to be somehow light, despite it being called stout. And can still smell a bit of a vanilla-iness to it. It's not bad. It's not typically beer flavoured. It doesn't taste 7% though. It's a nice for a strong beer. Very odd. Very odd. Alright, I've just been reading the label. It says it contains milk, and it also says Mackey's are based on the family farm 17 miles from Brewdog's brewery. Blah 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 blah. It doesn't really explain much more than that, whether it's, I mean, I guess it must have some ice cream in it for it to say it's got milk in it. It doesn't, it's called 2 scoops. Does it have 2 scoops of ice cream in it? I don't. It doesn't taste like that. Let's speed this up, right? Right, Dav, I've had to think about it, and I've decided, I mean, this is just stupid. Stout should just be stout. If you feel like having a stout, have a stout. If you fancy an ice cream, have an ice cream. But mixing the two together is just weird. Like, why bother? I think you can, like, because stout has got this sort of thinner, creamier head, you can get away with somehow sweet, creamy flavours. But no, it shouldn't be like that. It's not meant to be a sweet drink, you know. I think Glen Affric got it right once on the one that was, what was it? The cream soda beer. What was it called now? I can't remember. Anyway, that one really did taste nice, but this, nah. And for that, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it 3 Dafydd Pughs out of 10. It's like still drinkable. It's not Brewdog layer cake. It's all right, but you know, I would never buy it again, ever. Even if I did fancy a 7% stout. Cheers. Right, Dav. On to the next beer out the fridge. St. Austell Proper Job IPA. Now, I'll try and whiz through these as fast as I can so the episode is not too long. But before we start rushing, let's go and talk about this beer for a minute. I can't remember who bought me this one. Possibly it was Esther, maybe it was my mum. Sorry, forgotten. Maybe it was Lisa, I don't know. Anyway, This one I'm particularly looking forward to because I'm really thirsty right now, and also with it being called Proper Job IPA, it makes me think it's just going to taste like ordinary IPA. It's not going to taste of mangoes or grape. Oh, hang on a sec. Proper Job is the clue in the name, an authentic IPA masterfully brewed with a heartfelt craft, packed full of vibrant citrus, grapefruit and pineapple flavour, balanced with a crisp bitter finish, a bold original with reliable quality in every sip. Right, whatever, fine. I think if I didn't read the label first, I'd just go, oh, that just tastes of ordinary IPA. But now I'm looking out for those pineapple-y, citrusy flavours. Alright, what is it? Pineapple and grapefruit. I can tell it's there. I shouldn't have bothered dirtying a glass. It is nice though, Dav. Should we just hurry up and grade this now? There's no point really dragging this on, is there? I'm going to give this one 7 Dafydd pews out of 10. It's very nice. It does help that I'm very thirsty, but it is a bit of a no nonsense, a small amount of nonsense IPA. Cheers, on to the next beer.
Coming up next on Beer Review for Dafydd Pew.
Okay, Dav, here we are. Beer 3. So this one, Perch Rock Hazy Pale Ale from Love Lane Brewery. So I think Love Lane, as I've explained this in a previous episode, is a place in Liverpool. Perch Rock refers to the fourth Perch Rock in New Brighton. I don't know if you remember it. There's as well been a fourth. There is a lighthouse. Is this going to work? So anyway, Hazy Pale Ale, 4.3%. So not ridiculous like the other ones where. Let's just read this. Subtle citrus hop character, blah blah blah. Gentle malt backbone, blah blah. No mention at all of grapefruit or mango or anything like that. So it does smell like that though. I even Pete would like this. It's not a super fruity flavour. It does say it's juicy, malty, citrusy, fruity on the back. But what about the haziness, right? Like you want to see the haziness, right? Is haziness a good thing? I don't know. It certainly is hazy. There we are. I think it's nicer off the glass. This one was definitely bought for me by my mum for Christmas, by the way, so thank you for this, Mum. It's a great choice. Be interesting to know where you got this from. Right then, so for expediency, let's rate this. This is another good one. I recommend this beer, Dav. I'm going to give this one 8.5 Dafydd pews out of 10. I would get this one again. Lovely. Cheers. Alright then, Dav, we are motoring through these beers now. Second to last one, Kellen Pale Ale. So this one is from Pleasant Peter, and it's from Wild Horse Brewing Co., which is in Llandudno. It's a pale ale, not an India pale ale. Seems like there's a... These have basically been all pale ales except for that stout. It smells just like the others, really. It's nice. Let's have a quick read of it. Kellen, which is Welsh for holly, apparently, Dav. You probably knew that already, didn't you? Is our soft and hazy festive pale ale, hop with blah 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 blah, bursting with citrus and tropical fruit, blah blah blah, hoppy brewed, holiday season, blah blah blah. So, typical kind of a pale ale fare, I suppose. Perhaps a little bit more bitter, a little bit more sour than the other pale ales. I'm going to take a break right there. I felt kind of obliged to say something particularly nice about this because this was a present from Peter. He'd gone to all the effort of having this in a cool Christmas cracker sent as a present. It's just equally nice as all the others, to be honest, and I give those all quite good scores. So I think let's just dive in and give this an 8 out of 10. It's perfectly good. I'd get it again, and the fact that it's like, a special Christmas one from Llandudno, it makes it all the more special, I suppose. Let's give it 8.5. What the heck? Come on. Anyway, cheers. On to the next one. Alright then, Dav. Here we have the last one. Love Lane Brewery again, so this one must be from Mum. Hazy Vibes, Hazy Session IPA. So there we are. Love the can, like a sort of sunset effect. And with it being Session IPA, it's only 3.8%, which is good because this is my 5th night on the run drinking now for all those Christmas beers. So it's another pale ale. Tastes pretty much like all the others. This one's perhaps a little more sour, a little less fruity. Is that a good thing? I suppose. Don't really know what to say, really.
Oh. Really? How interesting.
I suppose to sum this one up, this is the least IPA-ish flavoured IPA there's been so far. It doesn't really have that sort of IPA flavour. It's, I don't know, I suppose with it being a weaker flavour, it's not quite as good. I'm going to rate this one 6 Dafydd out of 10. It's not by no means bad, but it's not exciting me particularly. Thanks anyway, Mum, for buying me this one. I do appreciate it, and it's still nice. I'm going to leave it with that. So thank you for watching, and thank you to the live studio audience. See you on the next episode. Bye.
What a great show tonight. A huge thank you to our guests, and thank you all for coming. Cheers!